Hello students, welcome to a new video today. Today I will start a question answer series in my channel, and first we will discuss some questions of the political science, and these questions are based on the topics that have already discussed in my channel. And first question is, India has how many states and union territories? India has 28 states and 8 union territories. And when the Constitution of India was adopted, it was adopted in 26 November 1949 and enacted in 26 January 1950. And the Constitution Day of India is the 26th November. The Republic Day is 26 January, but Constitution Day is 26 November. Who was the first Governor General of India? He was Lord Warren Hastings. Then the Supreme Court was established under which act? It was established under the Regulating Act of 1773 in Calcutta. Then comes the which act established the dual control of administration, that is the control of the East India Company and the British Crown, and it was the Pitt's India Act of 1784. And under which act the trade monopoly of the East India Company came to an end? It was the Charter Act of 1813. And British Crown took the direct control over India under which act? It was the Government of India Act 1858. And the Indian Council was established under which act? It was also established under the Government of India Act of 1858 after the Sepoy Mutiny. Sepoy Mutiny was took place in 1857, and the Government of India Act was enacted in 1858, and the first time an Indian Council was established under this act. Who was the first Viceroy of India? He was Lord Canning. And communal representation started under which act? It was the Morley Minto reforms, that was also known as Indian Council Act of 1909. And the system of diarchy was introduced under which act? It was the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. And the separate what is communal representation? It is the separate electorate for the Muslims. And the system of diarchy was introduced in the Montagu-Chelmsford reform of 1919. And this diarchy means the system of dual government. What is the bicameral legislature? It is the presence of two separate chambers or houses in a legislative system, that is the upper house and the lower house that we have in our parliamentary system, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Simon Commission arrived in India in which year? It is 1928. It was formed in 1927 but arrived in India in 1928. Round table conference was held in which place? It was held in London from 1930 to 32. And which act is the blueprint of India's constitution? The Government of India Act of 1935 acts as a blueprint of India's constitution. Cripps mission came to India in which year? It is in the 1942 under the chairmanship of Sir Stafford Cripps. And which mission proposed a plan for the formation of the Constituent Assembly? It is the Cabinet Mission of 1946. Who was the who first proposed the idea of the Constituent Assembly? It was M.N. Roy. In 1934, he proposed the idea of the Constituent Assembly for the first time. Who was the pioneer of communist movement in India? He was also M.N. Roy. And when did the first meeting of Constituent Assembly was conducted? It was conducted in the 9th December 1946. Initially, Constituent Assembly had how many members? Initially, it had 389 members. India was divided into two dominions under which act? It was under the Mountbatten Plan and also known as the Indian Independence Act of 1947. India was divided into India and Pakistan. Then after partition, how many members were there in the Constituent Assembly? Only 299 members left instead of 389 members. And who was the last Governor General of India? He was C. Rajagopalachari, and he was the last Governor General of India from 1948 to 50. And he was also the first Indian Governor General of India. So these are the first 25 questions. We will discuss other questions in other videos. Thank you.